the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 63 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Mariota. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Detroit! Set! 319! 319!
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Looking to throw. Stanley. That's complete to Meredith. A good pickup there at 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Detroit!
On second down, Kamara looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun. Hot.
From the gun, Stanley. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Gun.
On first down, Stanley. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
On first and 10, Stanley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. A first down throw for Mariota. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to go for a big play now. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Back to throw. Stanley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
To throw on 3rd down. Stanley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. The bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
2nd down, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Bernard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Mariota. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Detroit!
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone!
Operating from the gun. Stanley drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, Stanley. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. First down, Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Mariota not happy about something before the snap, so he'll call for a timeout. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on 1st down. Stanley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On 1st down, Stanley looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Stanley. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Stanley finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the play?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Stanley. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Throwing, Mariota. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Flush to his right. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll run here with Bernard. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it is 28-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Mariota now on second down. Incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Third and long here for Mariota. Shark's got it left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You're going over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Josh Jones in on the stop. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit!
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Over. Roy.
Gun!
From the gun, Stanley. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight right.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hey, we got it.
On the toss, Bernard. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Derrick Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set, 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Check 99! Check 99! Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Gun! 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 Hut!
Operating from the gun, Stanley. And complete, right side to Cook. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
Kill! Turn up! Kill!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Throwing here, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Hey. 4 down.
Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the off.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line. execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to get it back